All right, in the upper right, we have... I did that way too early. In the upper right, we have
CoCa. Your second one was really good.
Thank you. There he is. And now, in the bottom, we have
Genius NaDa.
There's actually a considerable number of NaDa fans in the audience. Oh, look at that mess you made with the extractor. You know what I'm talking about when he cancels it? There's stuff goes everywhere.
Yeah, it does. But the drone is still a full-size drone. Explain that one.
I don't know. I bet he might have like depression issues.
It's like, well, okay, he was eating off the creep. What if you make an extractor?
I bet it hurts if you're becoming an extractor to cancel.
You think so?
Probably.
It probably should. Maybe the Zerg units are like fish and they just don't feel pain.
If fish don't feel pain?
Someone told me that the other day, and then I asked someone else, and they said yes, they do not feel pain. So I'm going to go with those
confirmation. Well, you know what? You look at fish.
They all have leprosy. It's like, oh, poor fish.
When you look at fish, I mean, they're basically like water insects with their brains and stuff like that.
I don't know. I actually have a fish tank, Tasteless. And
I know, you have a menagerie of so many animals, man.
I know. I have a zoo that I live in. But my fish, my angels, they dance when you go near them because they want to be fed.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. They go wild near the glass, man. They want to be fed so bad. I may or may not drop food in there, but they dance every time because I do sometimes.
I'm going to get a fish tank, Artosis.
Are you?
Big one. I'm going to fill it up with piranhas. And feed them nerds from Bronze
nerds'
League.
hands in there. It's like they misclick when they're on your 2vs2 team. You take their hand and put it in there. I'm a Robbie Code. But Tasteless, I didn't make you lose a hand. I made you lose ladder points. You're like, oh.
That's the greatest crime of all.
Double barracks play from NaDa.
He always does this build.
It's
I mean, if he follows it up with a command center.
He does it almost every time.
Yeah.
Just about every TVZ we see NaDa in, even in previous seasons. He loves this. And the thing is, I think he figured out that it's probably the best build overall. He's like, what is the most solid build? This one? Okay, that's the one I'm going to do then.
NaDa's like the opposite of MVP. MVP's got like 800 builds.
Yeah. That's really the only way they're opposite in, though. Everything else is like, they're both great at everything, like macro gods.
Well, NaDa could probably beat MVP at arm wrestling.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
No doubt.
I think...
Have you seen those bulging biceps? My God.
I feel like I'm trying to think of Korean StarCraft pros that might be able to beat NaDa at arm wrestling. Not many are coming to mind. Maybe Boxer, like, trick him. It's like he thinks he's arm wrestling Boxer, but Boxer proxied his arm and, like, has him lower down and, like, just nails him down.
I could beat him.
You could?
Yeah, I'd, like, do my Jedi mind trick stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be arm wrestling, be like, these are not the drones you're looking for. You'd be like, what? You just beat me and be like, oh. So as you can see, NaDa moved out. Now, guys, don't think that was an attack coming up there. That was simply to force the Zerg to make a spine crawler. So that's defense that now, you know, it could have been a drone that could have brought minerals back, but, you know, we had to spend that making defense.
CoCa's made a lot of lings, man. He's made 12 lings and a spine. So NaDa has done his job with those Marines. That's much less drones. And that adds up. Yeah, he is making the drones now, guys. I hear you. I hear you little nubbins that are like, but he's making the drones now. Well, he doesn't have all those minerals they could have mined before.
And that is what makes the difference. And now NaDa comes out again for phase 2 of applying pressure.
The second spine is on the way. Only has 10 Zerglings at home right now. Is making 8 more. 10 more now.
Now, he did a tag in the previous game. Looks like he's going to do the same thing here.
Yeah. It's a nice timing. He actually, I'll explain it after this, but let's take a look at this. He's actually doing a lot of damage, taking out a lot of Zerglings. It looks like he decides to back up as the second spine crawler is finishing. But here, let's talk about that timing actually, because he did do it twice. And here's the beauteous thing about that. As we were saying, you know, you make the drones after you make the Zerglings when he does the initial pressure. That's what this second pressure is all about. He hits you as you have made those drones, Because now he has enough to kill the initial batch of Zerglings, and you've made drones, so now he can kill off some of those Zerglings, which it forces you to make more. It's brilliantly planned out, brilliantly executed. It's NaDa.
It's NaDa-ish.
It's NaDa-ish.
It's NaDa-esque.
NaDesque.
NaDa-esque.
Isn't that like a stock trade? No, it's NASDAQ.
It's NASDAQ. What? Ah, you jumper. All right. So, you know, one thing for CoCa is he's just really having a hard time trying to manage his economy with all this pressure. He does send an Overlord in here, which we'll get a shot up for you guys in a second. So he's basically seen everything inside the Terran's main.
That is actually such a worthwhile Overlord. He sees the add-ons. He sees the timing of the factory. He sees the engineering bay upgrading. He basically knows everything about NaDa right now. CoCa could pause this game, take out a canvas, and paint what NaDa has.
Wow.
Finger paint, of course.
Finger paint, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Painting's actually a hard thing. I cannot paint.
No, I can't either.
I can't, man.
I can barely color in the lines.
Yeah, man. Don't give me the coloring book, man. I just draw all over that thing.
Tasteless reads the coloring book.
I
like makes up his own story. It's like, no, Tasteless.
I'm like adding captions and stuff, turning it into a comic. It's like, no, man.
It's like every page is like a cloud, and then this one's a building. It's like, no, it doesn't flow together, Tasteless.
This is the Little Mermaid coloring book, Tasteless. All right, here comes the
In this
queen.
one, she doesn't lose her voice. I'm like, what? That's
that would be like my thing with
story.
casting. I think it's turning into like what I hope doesn't happen after MLG, after I cast those games. I don't lose my voice. Me and Ariel always losing our voices and stuff.
Yeah. Getting legs, getting fishtails, whatever.
You could be that crab or whatever that's talking. At MLG. At MLG. Under the sea.
It's better down where it's wetter, Tasteless.
Yep.
Take it from me.
All right, now he's got a lot of links coming out here.
In fact, yeah, he's getting Baneling speed. He's making a lot more links.
You think he's going to go for this Keurig-style Baneling bust?
I don't know how well this is going to work, to be perfectly frank. There's 3 bunkers and a siege tank. All the Marines are spread. NaDa is doing a drop right now. Well, he's moving out with a drop. I don't know what he's going to drop, because there's no third base. Spire on the way. I wonder if he's going to wait for Baneling speed to actually go.
You wonder who or you wonder if?
I wonder if. Yeah. Did I say I wonder who?
Yeah, you said you wonder who. That's okay.
I just don't know this language. Like, what's your first language, Artosis? Well, here's the thing. I'm just stupid.
You speak Protoss. And I like this. I've taken out a few Overlords here. The units are not out yet. That's going to supply block the Zerg. In fact, in a situation like this, that could actually cost you the game.
Yeah, in fact, he's lost a lot of Overlords here. Look at that, 86 to 76.
I love this strategy.
You know, I think his original plan was make him cancel a third, but instead he got like 4 Overlords. So against this very aggressive play from CoCa, it's going to be quite nice. It's going to be quite fine, Tasteless. Quite all right. NaDa moving through, and now we're going to see the counter, Tasteless. Baneling speed is done. There are 3 bunkers full of Marines, though. So this may not go very well.
Here it comes!
In fact, this may go terribly.
And he's like, nope.
He sees those, he's like, yeah, no, this is going to go terribly. But he is going to be able to flank. Trying to attack up this hill. CoCa smartly has some well-spaced spine crawlers.
Some spine crawlers.
Yeah.
NaDa, nice little Marine spread. Now, he's got to be careful because he could get sandwiched by CoCa here.
Yeah, he's going to get totally sandwiched.
A sandwich.
Extra pickles, Tasteless.
I love my pickles on my sandwich.
A lot of Zerglings being made. It's going to be the CoCa crush in a second here. He's going to knock this, man. He's going to crush that Coke can.
And there's one Marine going AWOL.
Oh, he's going to triple flank it. Oh, this is just wondrous. I love this. Oh, Tasteless, look at this. Look at this, Tasteless. Look at it.
Here. Oh, wait. There's reinforcements coming in.
But here he goes. 3-way flank. One little piece coming in a little bit too quick, but we'll clean that up. And suddenly, NaDa has to turn around. Uh-oh, doesn't want to lose that siege tank, but he will.
Now, guys, don't forget, NaDa's lost. You know, his first push before, like the previous game and won. So this game isn't over yet.
He still has those bunkers, though, Tasteless, so he is going to be fine. Run back behind the bunkers. And in fact, somehow, some way, NaDa has more supply, 115 to 92.
Wow.
You know, CoCa, I like the style. I do like Baneling aggressive trades, taking bases. But the thing is, you're going to be low on supply for most of the game. And I think NaDa's kind of figured this out. This is why he's leaving these bunkers. He realizes, hey, I might lose some armies, but he's not being cost efficient about it. He's just delaying me from really being able to do anything to him. So he keeps these bunkers up. Very smart play. In fact, he's getting his third now. And everything looks swell and dandy. In NaDa land.
Whoa! That's it.
I like talk for 4 minutes on like the state of the game, and then like Muta's get hit by 2 turns. You go, whoa, and you just go quiet again. I feel like this is an uneven relationship.
I'm sorry, Artosis.
I wish I had gotten a prenup with you.
I wish I wanted to see what was going to happen when those Mutas attacked, and I actually turned into a boy. I was like, a boy gave me his job, pew pew lasers. All right. Well, we have the map, kind of split in half, 3-base versus 3-base. The problem right now for Zerg is every expansion that Zerg takes here on out is going to be that much closer to the Terran. And anything that's going to be that much closer means there's that much less room to mess up Zerg.
Useless.
Yes.
Right now, we have 2 evolution chambers going up, but NaDa is almost done 2-2. CoCa's units aren't going to do any damage on actual attacks. He's going to have to rely entirely upon his banelings. Because, like, the Zerglings aren't even going to do them. They're just going to, like, scratch them. It's like when my cat grabs my foot in the morning. I'm, like, angry that it grabbed my foot. I'm like, why'd you do that? But it doesn't really hurt.
No. All right. Units moving out. Scan. And, one thing that he can do, CoCa can, is try to keep counterattacking his opponent.
Yeah.
Until he can get maxed out here. It's 151 supply against 161.
Yeah, very close on supply. It's just the upgrades of NaDa way, way better. The 3 bunkers of NaDa just perfectly placed. And it looks like NaDa going to add a lot more factories. 4 fact. And a bunch of barracks.
Infestation pit.
Yo, he's
on the way.
I love how NaDa is actually learning while he plays. He's like, well, this guy just keeps making a lot of banelings, so I'll just make more and more tanks.
A little bit of an overstim there.
Yeah, NaDa just Maca primed those Marines, man.
He did. Maca Prime turns his Marines into drug
like
addicts by the
base.
5-minute point.
He stims his entire group of 100
They have to, like,
Marines.
stim in between the toes. There's no more veins they can use in the arms. Like, geez. All right, this is a pretty scary army, Artosis.
Yeah, it is.
Nice scan.
CoCa's army pretty
Here we
scary
go.
as well. Here he goes. A lot of banelings rolling in, but that's a good number of siege tanks. The banelings getting stuck. The Marines just running away.
That was beautiful. Now, he did get all the tanks.
Yeah, that's a lot of Marines left over, though. He's got to be careful. There are speed banes right there. They're right there. Wow.
Them. Can't believe that didn't do more damage.
2-2 Marines for you, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Just plow through. And there they come, angry banelings.
The banelings are pissed. Uh-oh. Oh, CoCa, I think it's just now falling apart.
Oh, boy.
Chasing him too far.
CoCa's in a lot of trouble. CoCa does have 1-1 now, so the upgrades aren't quite as bad as they were a moment ago. 3-3 starting for NaDa. Looks like this gold base, this very important gold base, is going to be taken down.
Oh, I don't know, Artosis. He's going to lose the gold base. They're going to be on even bases. Meanwhile, NaDa taking his own gold base. It looks like CoCa's going to be so preoccupied trying to stay alive here, he's not going to be able to focus his attacks at all over here on NaDa's gold.
Yeah, and NaDa getting a planetary fortress, so, I mean, you need a lot of banelings to kill that thing, man. A lot of banelings.
Money. And NaDa now going to push up basically towards the natural. He wants to control this area. And it looks like we have CoCa trying to go around here with his drone.
He's got some bling drones in there.
I know. He's make money, get money. All right. This is, you can see NaDa trying to shut the door. All right. I think we might see GG very quickly here.
Definitely.
You know what would be funny, Artos, is if like the next finals, they play that song like at the end of the finals, they play like a song like, all I do is win, 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 no matter what.
What?
You know that song? It was played in clubs.
Sorry.
Win, win, win. Oh well. That's going to be GG.